Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 6.
We begin tonight with new developments as many in Nebraska mourn the loss of an icon.
To Kent, viewers were more than viewers. He wanted to meet them. He wanted to visit with them. He wanted to eat with them. He was like the TV station's built-in ambassador, wearing his suit and tie to go to Hy-Vee for milk.
Many viewers all over Nebraska once welcomed him into their homes and relied on his forecast to be prepared for severe weather events. And today, they had the chance to say goodbye. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Meg West. Today, people from all across the state paying their final farewell to Ken Boughton. A celebration of life for the beloved meteorologist taking place in Grand Island this morning. These are some of the highlights of his life. Look at him and his wedding, of his life shared with those in attendance.
Receive him into the arms of your mercy, into the blessed rest of everlasting peace, and into the glorious company of the saints in light.
Family, friends, former colleagues, and community members filling up the St. Paul's Lutheran Church to honor his memory and bid him farewell. An emotional service giving those in attendance the chance to remember Kent. Many also taking to the stage to share fond memories of him and how he touched so many lives.
Kent left a lasting legacy. He always showed up when needed. And again, the weatherman with the golden voice. We were blessed to have him enter our homes. And for so many people watch the news for the news and sports. Come on, guys, raise your hands. But when Ken Boughton was on, you watched the weather as well.
Ken passed away last Sunday following a battle with stage 4 cancer. And the weather here in Lincoln showed out for travelers heading to Kent's funeral in Grand Island. It was a beautiful day, bright, warm, sunny with blue skies. Let's take a look outside right now through our tower cam, where it's currently 6:01 and still a beautiful day. Citizen journalist Kevin sharing this stunning view from outside the Nebraska State Capitol today. You can see just how bright and sunny. I don't see a cloud in that sky. This video shared through our Now Local News app. And now let's get a check on the forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Hey, good evening, Meg. Yeah, before I get started here, just a couple quick words about Kent. He was our weekend guy when I started here as an intern back in the summer of 2024. And while I never personally worked with Kent, we exchanged a few messages online, and just all around a genuine dude. And even those very limited interactions, you can just tell how great of a guy Kent was. So all of us here at the Storm Alert team, we're thinking about Kent and his family and all those folks that he impacted. And I'd like to think that Kent had a hand in the forecast today too, as it was just a beautiful day out there. It's still barely a cloud in the sky on your Allo Communications camera at South 21st and L Street. Your temperatures right now into the lower 80s here for the first day of August too. So definitely a cooler one for eastern Nebraska. The upper 80s then to lower 90s as you get out into portions of the Panhandle. 97 in Chadron. That is toasty out there. 91 as well in McCook. Winds have come down at least over the last couple of hours here in eastern Nebraska. They were a bit breezy out of the north earlier today. Ultimately, we are going to see these shift to be more out of the east and southeast as we head into your Sunday. Mostly clear skies here on your satellite. No blips of rain on the radar either. So it should be a great evening here to get outside and enjoy some nice conditions out there. 82 for your 7 o'clock temperatures, back down into the upper 70s then as we head closer to 9 and then into the 60s as we go through the overnight hours. So we'll have plenty of sunshine once again for that Sunday forecast with just a little bit of a warmer day out there as well. We're keeping an eye though on the chance for showers and storms as we head into next week. More details on that coming up in a few minutes.
The war in Iran is pushing up gas prices for drivers all over the country, including here at home. If you're hitting the road in Lincoln this weekend, you may be spending a little more at the pump. We're talking around $3.88 a gallon. That's what citizen journalist Brian is showing us here in this video shared in our Now Local News app. He took this at the Quick Shop station near South 48 and Calvert Streets this afternoon.
Used my gas buddy and got 27 cents off a gallon.
Our now local news app user Dennis telling us he does all he can to find the cheapest gas stations in town and save some bucks. And this one is one of the cheapest places he found. That's the Casey's around West Cornhusker. Gas there sitting at around $3.89 a gallon. And in the latest in the war, sources say President Trump is weighing another round of intense strikes on Iranian energy targets. A source tells ABC News the proposed strikes have been discussed with Israeli officials, but it's not clear if Israel will be involved in the operation. These potential attacks come as U.S. embassies in the Middle East are issuing warnings to Americans in the region. Here's ABC's Matt Rivers with the details.
According to 2 U.S. officials familiar with the matter, President Trump is weighing a round of intense strikes on energy targets in Iran. U.S. Central Command says planning for the potential attacks is well underway, but those plans could still change. Iran has already threatened to retaliate against strikes on its energy sites by hitting Israeli targets and U.S. energy infrastructure in the Middle East, according to Iranian state media. A spokesman for Kuwait's Ministry of Defense says its air defenses intercepted Iranian drones inside Kuwaiti airspace earlier today. Meanwhile, the U.S. has been pressing for the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. A British maritime safety agency is reporting 2 incidents took place Saturday in the critical waterway. President Trump has said that while he's not ruling out a deal to end the war, he says talks have not gone well.
I'm losing faith in them because they do lie and they do misrepresent.
Amid escalating tensions, at least 10 American embassies across the Middle East issuing alerts, saying Americans in the region should exercise extreme caution and should consider departing. Here at home, investigators are looking at whether Iran or any of its proxies are responsible for cyber attacks on water systems across Minnesota.
Iran does have the capability to go in and wreak havoc, to go in and change the settings on the water. Every industry, every business relies on water. And so if you just impact that one little thing, it will cause a ripple effect.
According to sources, Georgia and Michigan are reporting similar cyber attacks on some of their water systems. And just last week, a number of federal agencies, including the FBI and NSA, warned of ongoing Iranian-affiliated cyber targeting of internet-connected operational technology. Matt Rivers, ABC News, in Amman, Jordan.
New tonight, a crash causing traffic disruptions on I-80. The Seward County Sheriff's Office sharing this photo earlier today, saying the portion of the highway around the 366 exit near Utica was closed for some time due to an accident there in York County. We don't have details about the crash just yet, but we do know that it has since been cleared and traffic is flowing back to normal. And we're getting a new look at the iconic downtown building struck by a car overnight on Friday. A vehicle slamming into the Lincoln Station building on 7th and P Streets following a chase involving NSP. The area sealed with yellow tape yesterday morning. Today, citizen journalist Kevin showing us this view from the inside. Now to new details in the search for Nancy Guthrie 6 months after her disappearance. Now, the sheriff in Pima County releasing for the first time 2 ransom notes in their entirety that were received in early February. In the first note, police say was received on February 2nd, the Guthrie family is told, quote, "We have your mother, Nancy. She is safe but scared. She will be held for ransom, and once payment is received, she will be released unharmed." It goes on to ask for $4 million in Bitcoin for her release. Then police say the second note arrived on February 6th saying, quote, "We did not fully grasp the seriousness of her physical condition. We never intended to hurt her. That was not our intention. She perished shortly after she was taken." This week, the Pima County Sheriff's told ABC News he believes the case is still solvable.
How come I'm so confident that we're going to solve this? Well, my confidence stems from the fact that we have some of the brightest minds in the nation, if not the world, working on this.
The sheriff also saying that a key piece of evidence, a hair found at the crime scene, has turned out to be a dead end and did not lead investigators to a suspect. New at 6, a man is behind bars in Douglas County after a severe case of DUI. Before taking the driver to jail, deputies first towing his vehicle away. You can see it loaded there up on the tow truck. They say that he was driving with a blood alcohol level far above the legal limit, and someone could have gotten hurt. Authorities say this man was the driver. They say deputies observed Miguel Bautista Ramos struggling to stay in his lane while driving. And when they stopped him and searched his car, they found an empty 24-pack of Corona bottles sitting on his center console. They performed a breathalyzer test on him, and it came back at 0.174%. Now, that's more than 2 times the legal limit of 0.08%. Authorities say Bautista Ramos also did not have a valid driver's license. Well, don't go anywhere. We have a fresh batch of stories for you tonight, including a rare ranking. Find out where Nebraska stands on a list comparing different aspects of life in all 50 states. We'll be right back. Right now, the Good Life state is scoring high on a major ranking. U.S. News coming out with a new survey comparing all 50 states to try and figure out the best states to live. Now, to do that, they took several sectors into consideration. Nebraska scoring very high on most of them. Let's take a closer look at those findings. Let's start with crime. Well, we rank 19th in that category. When it comes to our economy, we're 15th best nationwide and 3rd when it comes to infrastructure. And in education, we're sitting on the 11th spot. In healthcare, okay, we're a little on the lower end, sitting there at around 34. Now, when they put everything together, we came out on top as the 5th best state in the country to live. The Nebraska Farm Bureau responding to that report today. The Bureau in their statement saying it's thanks to our farmers, ranchers, and rural communities that were highlighted in such a positive light on the national level. They say our state's dedication to agriculture continues to strengthen Nebraska.
And our thermometers will jump a couple of degrees then on Sunday as sunny skies continue for the rest of the weekend. Storm chances, however, make their return as we head into next week. More details on that forecast coming up after the break.
It's National Disc Golf Day, and here in Lincoln, the day is being commemorated. Citizen journalist Brian sending us this video from the Tierra Park Disc Golf Course near South 27th and Nebraska Parkway. Looks like a beautiful day to go out and play disc golf. Goodness, not barely a cloud in that sky. It's one of the many spots in our city and state gaining recognition today. The Nebraska Game and Parks Commission also taking a moment to spotlight some of the disc golf courses in our state. They're especially highlighting their importance to local communities and families. They're encouraging everyone to get out there and take advantage of the weekend and the nice weather to enjoy playing around with friends or family at any of the locations near you. There are plenty to choose from, so definitely get out there and try some disc golf. And while you're at it, go ahead and take a video and share it with us on the Now Local News app.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, happy Saturday, everybody. Happy start to August as we take a look then at just a pleasant evening ahead here for the rest of our Saturday night. As if you can, get outside, enjoy the weather. I know we just had that Now video there, Brian taking some time to enjoy the weather outside early. I did that today, this morning. It was a great time out there. Would recommend then for this evening. We do get a little warmer for your Sunday forecast, only by a couple of degrees here in eastern Nebraska. Western Nebraska, though, will be hot, humid, and also looking then at the risk of fire weather. So kind of a tale of two different stories there across the state. And we will see those storm chances return to the forecast as we head into next week with a more active weather pattern on the way. Now, July was an interesting month. We saw our warmest temperature of the calendar year so far at 101 degrees, not once, but twice. And we tied then our coldest temperature for the month at 63 degrees 5 separate times, 3 of which were the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So right in a row like that. That was kind of interesting. Our highest precipitation for a single day there back on July 9th at just over 1 3/4 inches of rainfall. And your total for the month, just over 6 3/4 of an inch there. That is the 10th highest for the month of July on record here for the capital city as well. So that was twice what we usually see for rain in July. So it was a good month there. I know certain spots across the state could certainly use some more rain. So it was at least a step in the right direction here in southeast Nebraska. As we take a quick look outside, clear skies continuing here on your Honda of Lincoln camera. Temperatures in eastern Nebraska today a little bit cooler than our average here for the start of August, in the low to mid 80s right now. But you do see the upper 80s to low 90s as you head out towards the west. It's 83 in Lincoln, as well as Beatrice, 85 in the Omaha area, and the low to mid 80s for the Tri-Cities. In terms of satellite, not a whole lot going on here. We've maybe seen a couple clouds the rest of the way. And as we take a look at Stormcast, not a whole lot for me to talk about other than the chance that we could see a little bit of lower level cloud cover, potentially some fog in low-lying areas as we head towards the start of the day here on Sunday. But once the sun comes up, we expect that to burn off fairly quickly. A few fair weather clouds then out towards the west. But in terms of precipitation chances, we do stay on the dry side as we round out the rest of the weekend. It will be, though, as we head into the early portions of the week, that we need to kind of keep an eye on the radar once again, particularly then later in the evening on Monday night here for portions of central and western Nebraska. These scattered showers then continuing to move then off to the east, and we may even see our own chances at storms then as we head early into the day on Tuesday, and that's going to drift off to the east once again as we head towards the afternoon. We are already monitoring an area for severe weather for your Monday evening there into early Tuesday morning. There is a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather from North Platte up towards the Valentine and O'Neill area, where a few isolated severe storms could be possible. We'll have more details on that as we just get a little bit closer. For tomorrow, very similar story to today. Upper 80s to lower 90s in eastern Nebraska for your highs. The upper 90s then to maybe even a few spots in the triple digits for the western half of the state. The Panhandle under a heat advisory from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Time, where they could see the heat index get up to 110 degrees. And on top of that, the risk for fire weather as well, with some of those drier conditions out there from prolonged drought and higher wind speeds. With those warmer temperatures, we will see then the potential then for wildfires to spread rapidly if we do see any startup out there. So that's something to just keep in mind if your weekend plans do take you out that way. Storm chances hit our area on Tuesday and will continue then through the middle of the week, but we'll be back closer to average as we round out things there on Friday and into next weekend.
Well, it looks like summer still got putting on a show for at least a month or so.
August is technically the last month of meteorological summer, and Nebraska is going to make sure that we know that.
Absolutely. You got it. Thanks so much, Tom. Well, coming up, we will enter the sports zone with our own Nick Erickson. We'll talk. I'm not going to talk. He's going to talk American Legion baseball and what's new with the Protect College Sports Act after last night. More when we come back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Nick Erickson, and welcome into the Sports Zone on this beautiful Saturday evening. American Legion baseball continuing into August here. The Class A Championship Series taking place here in Lincoln Saturday afternoon. This was Game 2 of the 3-game series. The Carpetland Rugs dueling it out against the 5 Points Bank Junior Blue Jays. The Rugs just one win from being Class A champions. Carpetland, who owns a record of 45-5 over the course of the summer, took Game 1 last night by a score of 9-4 in a dominant display. Today, the Rugs continue to tack on runs against 5 Points, scoring 7 through the first 5 frames, including a solo home run, as we just saw from Brody McIntry. To kick things off on the other side of the diamond, not much offense early on from them, the Junior Blue Jays, that is, but they got things going in the 5th, courtesy of a double and a fielder's choice. Despite the comeback effort, First Bank fell short, and the Carpetland Rugs are your Class A champions. 7-2 the final, and the Rugs will now advance to the Central Plains Regional. Well, over the course of the past couple days, we have been monitoring the progression on whether or not the Protect College Sports Act would be passed into the president's desk. Last night, both the SEC and Big Ten joined the Big 12 and ACC conferences in supporting the bill. Following the news at the SEC and Big Ten supporting the bill last night, Yahoo Sports reported that Senator Eric Schmidt talked about a possible vote happening as early as late next week on the Senate floor. He said, quote, "We have to stay to get it done." If that means Friday through Saturday, he expects anywhere from 60 to 80 votes for the bill. And taking a look at some professional baseball this evening, the Royals continuing their road series in Colorado tonight, taking on the Rockies 5,200 feet above sea level there in the mountains. They lost last night 1-3. the only offense being a solo home run from Carter Jensen. Game starts tonight at 7:10 p.m. and the Salt Dogs back in Winnipeg. And you know, sometimes baseball can just be a mysterious game. Lincoln out-hit the Gold Eyes last night 10-6, but lost the ball game 11-4. I don't know. I guess that's just the beauty of baseball. But the Salt Dogs trying to get back at it tonight. First pitch was moments ago. Well, that's all the time we have here in the Sports Zone. Meg, we'll go ahead and toss it back to you.
You know what the beauty of baseball is?
What?
Hot dogs, Cracker Jacks, and peanuts.
What about hot pretzels? I like hot pretzels personally, but yeah.
Okay, we'll take it. But no, as much as I am so excited for football season coming up before we even can blink, I do love just that summer baseball season. There's nothing like going out to a game, no matter if it's MLB or college or whatever league you're gonna go see. I just love sitting in the stands and eating some peanuts. Am I watching the game? Who knows? Probably not, but I am having a great time. So I appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be right back here at 10.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.